it appears like we found a new potential co-owner of HTLT supplements. Meet Julian Fitzgerald, an 18-year-old TikToker who just recently went viral for his absolutely insane physique. If you hadn't guessed it already, Julian claims he achieved this physique naturally within only 3 years. Sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? However, if Hussein Farhad has 1 in a million genetics, this kid's genetics must be 1 in a trillion. We're talking about genetic mutations only found in Belgian blue cows at this point. It's truly interesting to me that suddenly these ultra rare 1 in a million natural genetic phenoms just seem to be popping up everywhere. Despite being brand new to the fitness industry, Julian's physique has already caught the eyes of massive influencers like Greg Doucette and Larry Wheels, the latter of whom has already collabed with Julian in a video he posted 7 days ago at the point of me recording this. In this video, Larry let Julian take him along on his workout, so let's take a look at what it truly takes to achieve this physique quote unquote naturally after only 3 years at age 18.
Peaks gotta be the courageous in the world. Tell me someone, guys, comment below if you've ever seen bigger peaks than this on anyone ever. Natty or not, doesn't matter.
I mean, what are we doing here? Come on. You don't even need to drug test this kid. You just need to have a pair of eyes and training experience of more than 1 year. The guy has biceps the size of a newborn kid's head. It's crazy. I guarantee you if you held up a vial of Tren in front of him, he'd immediately start drooling and salivating uncontrollably.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am fresh off my pro card victory in classic bodybuilding this past weekend, and today I have a very special guest, Julian. Maybe you guys have seen him trending on Instagram for having an absolutely unreal, borderline maybe even AI generated physique.
Just look at his arms compared to those of fellow genetic freak Larry Wheels. Larry Wheels, the genetic phenom that has been training for 17 years and who has been blasting gear for 13 years. Larry Wheels, the absolute monster that pulled 930 pounds off the ground for 3 reps. Larry Wheels, the IFBB pro bodybuilder. The fact that Julian has the same size arms, which they discuss later on in this video, is absolutely insane even if he was blasting gear up the wazoo. And then realize that this kid is actually claiming he's fully natural. Now I've seen a bunch of comments on his reels and TikTok stating that this kid has a myostatin deficiency. So I went digging and found not a single source of Julian himself confirming this. It's literally just something TikTok comments made up and people have been running with it ever since. Moreover, later on in this video, Julian literally states himself that he was skinny as a kid. Kids with myostatin deficiencies literally exit their mother's wombs looking muscular. The fact Julian was skinny as a kid / early teen proves that this claim is simply made up. Also, I've never seen a myostatin deficiency before that just conveniently happens to skip someone's legs and calves.
Maybe you guys have seen him trending on Instagram for having an absolutely unreal, borderline maybe even AI generated physique and being natural and 18 to boot. He is standing here in the flesh and I'm having a hard time comprehending that this is real, natural, and 18 years old. Unbelievable.
Thank you, thank you.
Larry's reaction says it all. He doesn't believe that this kid is natural and implies so in the nicest way possible. He's obviously not gonna straight up call this kid a fake natty. Larry's not the confrontational type and is way too nice for that. That's what I'm here for.
All right, so your warm-up set weight is 70 pounds.
I usually do 90s, but because, you know, the new gym and stuff like that, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Depending on how light these are, I might move up to 90s. I just gotta test it out first. Just to make sure. All right, so let's test this out.
Wow.
All right, cool.
Now I feel weak warming up with the 50s.
No, you're good, bro.
He's like, normally I warm up with 90s.
So what you will see in this video is that this kid, with all due respect, doesn't really know how to train. He ego lifts, opts for exercises that are suboptimal, and just all around you can tell that he doesn't even remotely have his training nailed down to a T. You would expect someone who even has a remote chance of reaching this monstrous physique naturally to have absolutely everything dialed in. But no, this kid trains like a relative beginner because after all, that's technically what he is. He's only been training for about 3 years.
All right. Yes. Yes.
All right, guys, a spot, please.
Okay. Are you ready?
2, 1, up.
All right. Yep. Light.
Thank you.
Very light. No problem. Good. Yep. Perfect. Good. Yep. Beautiful. Yep. Let's get it. Come on. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Come on.
Yep. Yes.
One more.
Last one. Yep. Finish it. Yes. All right. Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Light.
Yeah, so that's what you're looking for. Nothing too heavy, but just heavy enough to give you that pump. Because again, we're only doing around 2 sets with each one, so you want to make sure you get the most out of it without pushing yourself too far.
Nothing too heavy. Just enough for a pump. In what world does struggling to do 3 reps mean the weight isn't heavy, and is 3 reps the rep range you want to target if you want to get a pump? That's genuinely something I'd expect someone that is actively trolling to say. But then again, it is a known benefit of steroids that you can practically just look at a weight and instantly get a pump. Larry's facial expressions just say it all in this clip, man. You'll end up noticing throughout this entire video that Julian just talks out of his ass and has no clue what he's doing. Yet mark my words, in about half a year, he'll start his one-on-one coaching business, pretend he's in a position to coach other people because he's built this incredible physique quote-unquote naturally, and then just outsource the makings of all the plans to someone else. He's gonna be following the exact fake Natty grifting playbook that we've seen plenty of times before.
Okay, nice. Nice. Perfect. Nice, exactly what I'm looking for. Good.
Hands down, the cringiest part of this entire video is him trying to coach and correct Larry Wheels on his form, while having shown time and time again that he still has a lot to learn when it comes to training.
You ever measure your arms?
Yeah, I think last time I measured them, they were somewhere around 18 and 19. I think like 18.5, somewhere around there.
18, wow.
Yeah.
So my arms are like 19, but they look very different than your 19-inch arms.
Yeah. But
at a certain point, you just gotta know when it's time to pack everything up and to stop the grift. How full of yourself do you have to be to look everyone in the eyes and tell them you got the same size arms as Larry Wheels after only 3 years of training while supposedly being natural? Either he has deluded himself into thinking the Trenbolone that he injects in his ass cheeks twice a week is actually just L-carnitine, or he has to have traits of narcissistic personality disorder. Now, if I'm somehow wrong and this kid turns out to be the descendant of some local sub-Saharan African god of war and truly is natural, I just want to offer my absolute sincerest apologies in advance, and we may truly just have the future 30 times Mr. Olympia standing right in front of us.
Come on. Hip. Hip. Hip.
all right, 3, 2, 1, up.
Yes. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Come on, man. The guy can't do a single rep unassisted. I don't think I've ever seen someone unironically ego lift like this before.
Got pretty good conditioning.
Thank you. So yeah, that's those. I usually keep my rep ranges in between 8. I'll keep it between 8.
Between 8 and what? Yeah, I keep my rep ranges between 8 and 8. So this is just one of the many times in this video where he blatantly contradicts himself. He says he aims for around 8 reps before he ups the weight, but just one exercise before this one didn't even do 3 full reps on the shoulder press.
How big you trying to get, man?
Honestly, let's just see where God brings me. You know, I've already gotten, you know.
Oh, I can grab that one.
Oh, here you go. Here. I've already gotten, you know, to a point where I didn't think I was gonna be at. And so really it's just a matter of continuing to push myself and just to see, you know, what I can bring out. Because now that I've, you know, started following and gained some sort of influence, I do find it important for me to bring out my absolute best for everybody, because, you know, I do have people that I am trying to inspire and people that I'm trying to guide to help them with their fitness journey as well.
It's always the same bullshit. They juice to get a following on social media and to make money, and then start virtue signaling, saying they embarked on this fitness journey to inspire others and to have a positive impact on their lives. Meanwhile, all they are doing is lying to a bunch of teenage kids and giving them more body dysmorphia than last time.
Man, this guy does not warm up. 70s? What?
So yeah, this is the curl, and then we need some for the hammer curl.
I was not expecting him to bring the 70s for the first set. I'm wasting my time warming up all these years,
80s
man.
right here.
How many hours I've wasted warming up when this guy can just go straight into it.
Even Larry is starting to make fun of how Julian trains, albeit very tongue-in-cheek. It's actually insane to me that these kids start picking up needles before they even know how to properly train. Social media has really done a number on this generation, man.
Let's get it. Yep.
Just another beautiful set of only 3 reps. I like how they immediately cut to his other arm so you don't see him failing on the 4th rep and realize how stupid the way this guy trains is.
Perfect. Try to keep your head up a little bit, keep that chin up so you keep your body straight. There you go, try to get a little bit closer to the bar. There you go. Kind of lean back a little bit. Yep, looking for a straight body, right there. Yeah. So I've been meaning to ask you, man, you got your IFBB Pro card. Congratulations. What's next, man?
This to me is one of the funniest parts of this video. So he needlessly overcorrects Larry Wheels' form while only having 3 years of experience and having shown in this very video that he kinda trains like an idiot. And then after playing Form Police mentions that Larry Wheels is an IFBB Pro bodybuilder. Genuinely amazing unintentional comedic timing. The kid has zero self-awareness. I mean, he's not even trying to control the eccentric. I know Mike Israel said that.
Good.
We don't exactly know why this stretch is important, but at least try to control it,
Good.
Oh yeah.
All right, now what some of y'all may be tempted to do, we gotta start to get close.
Look at Larry Wheels' face as soon as he starts yapping again. Please, look at his face.
Good.
Oh yeah.
All right, now what some of y'all may be tempted to do, we gotta start.
He's completely done with this kid, man. He just wants him to shut the fuck up. Nah, that's funny.
To, get close to failure, like with the last one right here. You'll start
yeah, he's completely done with this guy.
Go forward a little bit and push down. Don't do it. It's
Come
better
on,
if you
man.
were to
Have
just
some
go like
self-awareness.
this and stop right here.
You're talking to an IFBB pro.
Try to, push forward because you're gonna start to lose that regulation that we're looking for when we do this.
Dude, it's genuinely absurd to see this relative beginner try to teach Larry Wheels about form. What a weird video, man. This moment right here just perfectly encapsulates this entire mess of a video. Just 50 minutes of Julian giving out bad advice, ego lifting, and just overall showing that he still has a lot to learn. This kid genuinely has to have 1 in a million genetics because even on gear, I'm surprised he's been able to reach this monstrous physique while training the way he does. You just won't be able to convince me there's a single chance he achieved this naturally. This top comment right here encapsulates it all pretty well. If everyone is natural, then who the hell is taking all these damn steroids? Now it seems like Greg Duchette's army of Chinese child laborers and his brother Predator Steve alongside his employee Marwan are already way ahead of us, seeing as he's already requested Julian to take a blood and urine test for steroids. Julian posted this on Instagram: I have just taken a zero notice blood and urine testing for steroids and PEDs requested by Greg Duchette. I already know what the results will be, so it doesn't matter much to me, and I'm aware that despite whatever results I get, some weak-minded people will still believe that I am not natural. I pity them, for only the weak refuse to accept what they cannot understand. Get those results to y'all as soon as possible. Have a good day. God be with you. This to me just seems like another clear-cut case of a teenager hopping on the Sazul, not wanting mommy and daddy to find out, but still wanting to capitalize on the social media clout they can gain, therefore claiming they are natural. Regardless, I'm still excited and very curious to see what this blood test he took ends up revealing. Anywho, that was it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see all of you in the next video.